When Roe was overturned, I told people that the next step would be to pull women out of the workforce and out of higher education. I was told that I was fear-mongering, it would never happen. How do I know that this is happening? Because I was raised as a Christian fundamentalist under Republican politicians, and I was told about this plan for as long as I can remember words. Let me explain to you how it's happening in real time. It starts with abortion bans. The best way to keep women impoverished and dependent is by not allowing them to dictate the timing and the size of their families, by removing their choice. We know that they said, well, it's states' rights. Now there's a federal ban on the table, which we always knew there would be. It was part of the RNC's official platform on their website until July of last year. RFK mentions in his hearing, mifepristone is going to come under attack because of safety reasons, even though it is safer than penicillin and Viagra. 4 states now are proposing capital crimes punishment for women who get abortions, including the death penalty. Nothing says pro-life like punishing someone who has an abortion more than you ever actually punish rapists. Good job, you guys. So then you put people like Scott Yenner into positions of power in education, who has said on the record that he does not believe that women should be in law, medicine, or engineering, and they should not be candidates for the Nobel Peace Prize. He also would fail all the women who took his class in Boise State. Boise State declined to investigate that. The neonatalist who saved his child's life was a black woman, unironically. Then what do? You remove DEI protections, preventing women from having equal access to higher education and the workforce, and they can now get fired for any reason. They can get fired because their boss doesn't think that women should work in the workforce. If discrimination isn't happening, then having a law saying you can't discriminate is not a problem. Then you introduce school vouchers and you sell it as school choice, when what you're really doing is defunding public education, making it inaccessible to the poor and to the middle classes. And for those children who do get into charter schools, they're religious schools, because children indoctrinated with religion young tend to have larger families than people who are not religious. And you sell this as school choice. Then you get the Department of Education to post things like homeschooling, the lifeline we didn't know we needed. Who's going to be quitting their job to homeschool the kids? Mom is going to be doing that. And you sell it as choice while taking choice away from women. And now there's no protections for women. The other thing is ignorance. You scrub websites like the Office of Women's Medical Research so they don't have access to managing their reproductive care, managing the size of their families. You remove diagnostic information for providers about birth control and about STI prevention so that women can get less and less educated and less access to control the size and the timing of their families. And then you sell it as choice and say, well, there's no laws preventing women from being in the workforce or higher education, while you have assembled barriers to them being part of those very things. Ladies, this is an affront to us having equal access to the world that we live in when we are half the population. Remember that women did not get included in medical research until 1990. We have been neglected this whole time, and this is an affront to us being full citizens in this country.